Fries.
Yeah.
So like
Like
wedges.
still chips, but they're like 4 times the size of fries.
So like wedges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
they would
not as big as
probably
wedges. Not as big
yeah.
as wedges. Not as big as wedges.
Not as big as wedges.
Just chips. But not crisps, as in what you call. You know, you guys, would you lot say soda? You know, we
Say
don't
pop.
say soda here.
I say pop.
We don't say pop. We say fizzy. I'm buying a fizzy drink.
Okay.
Some people say pop. It depends where you're from in the UK. You might say pop. People say council pop, which means water that comes out of your tap.
Oh, okay.
That means government water, like government cheese, government water, council pop. I don't drink council pop.
You don't?
No, I'd rather boil it in the kettle and then let it go cold and drink it. I don't drink it straight from the tap.
I got you. Okay. All right. I think we're live. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the RGT podcast. I must say, this is my favorite day of the week. How you guys doing in the chat? I see you guys who were there early. Shout out to you guys and everybody joining us. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let's reach more gamers. We are in for quite a bit of a show, and we're going to definitely condense this into 1 hour so you guys can, for your guys' enjoyment. And yes, Savage Lobo will have the timestamps for you for those of you who watch this later. All right. But without further ado, let me say what's up to everybody. What's up, Buck Rogers? What's up, Pef? Good to see you again, my brother. We got Bilbo Baggins. What's up? We got Helder. I think that's what it is. Helder. I see Lobo. Who else is in there? We got Crispy. We got Andrew.
Whole bunch of people.
A lot of people.
Sir.
What's up, Daniel?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Pablo the Third? What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Let's go ahead and get into these topics. What's up, Billy? A lot to talk about, man. A lot has happened. First of all, let's get it to the panel. What's up, Foxy? What's up, Mr. Messiah?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm excited, man. Going out tonight, gonna have a good time, gonna talk shit to the ladies, see where it takes me.
All right. Well, I guess the 60 minutes starts right now. Let's get into that joint. All right. State of play. We got a new state of play to look forward to. December 10th, next week. Are you guys excited? Because they upgraded the playlist, if I'm not mistaken. And ironically, it's for the very game that's being played on the stream in front of you. It's for Ghost of Tsushima. Are you guys hyped?
Oh, no, I'm disappointed now. I thought this would be the big PC Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC. Actually, I'm glad we're getting some more information on it. A lot of people have been emailing. They've been doing it the right way. They haven't been bitching and moaning. They have gone through the proper channels to ask just for some updates, maybe some gameplay. I'd like to see some more gameplay of this game. And so yeah, no, I'm actually looking forward to it. I want to give a big shout out to the chat, Pablo the Third and Meds. Meds, I guess, finished his PC, and Pablo's really enjoying it. So shout out to Meds for doing that.
Pablo decided to get a gaming rig.
Yeah, he got started. And that's all we can do.
Oh boy, you're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna Pablo. You probably know this already. You probably had it a little while now, but you're gonna enjoy it and hate it equally.
Yeah,
enjoy it and hate it equally. I mean, he ain't gonna be using it for anything else aside from gaming.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Not every game works the way you feel it should intended to work. Because it says that you're overspec'd and it still won't fucking load. Well done.
Yeah. So yeah, just upgrade your drivers constantly. But nah, so as far as state of play, real quick, I won't be watching it because I'll just catch it on the flip side. I do like how they do it. They just boom, boom, boom information, and that's it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the big announcement.
So is it gonna be me and Fox watching this, man?
Okay. I'm quietly anticipating something, but I'm not overhyping myself because, you know, at this point, all I care about is, you know, I'm not being funny, and people can, it's, you know, people will say, oh, how comes you're jumping off the PS4 train already? I'm not, but you got to remember, I was a day one adopter.
Yeah.
So I've been riding PS4 since day one. So if you just got yours last year or the year before that or this month, I'm sorry. It might seem like, you know, everyone's jumping on PS5 or I am, but you know, I've paid my dues, man. 6 years, man. 6 years of investment in that mother. Excuse my language. 6 months of investment. I know I spent several thousands of pounds, more than that. I'm being conservative, but so I feel I have paid my dues to feel excited about PS5 news. and reveals in February.
Yeah, I heard that.
New York City. So at the end of the day,
I mean, is that true? Because that's
the city
that's
that
like
never
60, 70 days away or something like that. 70, 75 days away, or
yeah. I mean, it's coming out in holidays. So when do you want them to talk about it? 6 months before it drops?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's great news. I'm just saying that's great. Now we can.
It's out on the 20th of November, so they got to talk about it initially. Probably won't see the console, just like the original PS4, but we will see something related.
I'm not even gonna comment what you're saying. I'm not gonna comment what he's saying. Let's go move on. So okay, so state of play. Okay, we got your thoughts on it. Okay, so there you guys go. State of play.
What are your thoughts, Big Cloud? What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts?
They said they're gonna upgrade the playlist on what was it, Ghost of Tsushima, right? So if that's the case, I will most certainly be watching it for that as well. Maybe we'll get the release date finally on when the hell this game is dropping. We know it's dropping next year because it's still dropped for PS4, but something tells me they are kind of pushing it a little further down for PS5.
No, it's a PS5 title now, and also releasing on PS4.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. They're pushing it further down, so it's going to be a lot of speculation when that price comes out, or not the price, but when the date comes out for this particular game when they reveal it. So that's what speculation is going to be.
True, and there's a reason why, if you don't mind me saying,
good.
That The Last of Us Part 2 was delayed. It wasn't because they needed to extra time to polish it. That's nonsense. We all know how you can do a day one update or a week later update or a month later update. Whenever you want to do an update, you can do an update. It was specifically to tie the title closer to the PS5's launch, not on the PS5's launch, but closer, because the buzz will still be alive by the time the enhanced version comes out. But believe me, they could have dropped The Last of Us in February if they wanted to. That was a decision made purely based around the PS5, nothing to do with polish. Because you know, in December of 2018, in December, right? Or of 2019, or whenever you announced it, September, October, November. I can't remember when they announced The Last of Us release date.
It was like September. Yeah.
Right, but at that stage. Yeah. You've been in the game a long time. You know exactly how much polishing the damn thing needs. You know the bugs. So you wouldn't go out on a limb and say, yeah, it's coming out February at that point, and then change the date by delaying it just weeks after announcing it, because it's nothing to do with polishing. It's more to do with, hey, let's be strategical about this. We want a second wind for this title, because it's a big title, a lot of investment going into this game, over 100 million. Well over, and probably another 100 million for the marketing. So it's a $250 million game easily. And they want a second wind for the PS5, so they pushed it further along. Same thing with Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, we didn't get a firm release date for Ghost of Tsushima, but
yeah, we just got like a teaser.
The writing's on the wall, and the samurai sword's out. We can see the blade; it's very sharp.
Well, and my whole thing on it, they better not give me a sword and somebody not have no shoes on, because I won't be playing this either.
You're looking at the gameplay in front of you. I don't know if you're watching.
No, that's fine. And he's got, but I seen he had a sword when the gameplay started, and this is sensational looking. Even on my 1080p dog poo monitor. but no, I mean the whole Last of Us thing is yeah, I mean, if they want to make that game look a little bit better, and maybe you get a little nip in that picture when they were kissing each other, that's fine too. I mean, but yeah, I certainly.
Do you want them to render? Oh, sorry, Craig. Do you want them to render the saliva dripping off of their tongues as a French kiss?
No, they can render my saliva, because when I saw that scene, I was like, "That's it! I'm buying this day one." The game I'm looking forward to the most next year is the Final Fantasy VII game.
Yeah,
Craig wants to see bacteria in 4K.
My God! Well, I don't know if it'll be in 4K. I mean, but I just want.
You want to see fungus in 4K. Yeah,
there you go. He wants to see cordyceps and all that coming out of her. Yeah, he wants to see all that. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. 60. Good to see y'all. Again, good to see everybody in the chat. So that's our state of play thoughts. Not bad, pretty good. Everybody's got some pretty fair expectations going into this, so it's pretty cool.
I put a video out.
Yeah.
Right? here's the thing with YouTube content creators. I don't know if everyone works the same way I do, but I formulate part of my video sometimes hours, like the night before I finish it, and then I look and see what's fresh the next day, and then add that on into the same production, right? So some parts of it might be 12 hours old, and it's already out there because I was waiting for more.
So you like a part 1, part 2?
So I know a part 1, part 2. Do you know, like, look, you might start making a video tonight, right? You don't intend to upload it tonight, do you? Like, you start it tonight, and then tomorrow some new news comes and manifests into the universe, and you say, oh, okay, well, I haven't uploaded that video, so let me add that in. That's pretty much what I did regarding this whole state of play, because I did report on it, but within like 20 minutes of me uploading my video, the date had been revealed that it was indeed the 10th. And sadly, for some content creators such as myself who do operate that way, I missed that, you know, my deadline had already passed and I couldn't include it. But I did have a segment about state of play and how there was one rumored.
Yeah, you can update it in the comment section. You can put like
nah,
update
I can't be bothered with that,
message.
man. Nah, that's fraud, man. Listen, I do things in real time and I accept, you know, what I can't fit in and what I can fit in real time. I don't try and patchwork or repair shit. If it broke, it broke. Next video, repair it.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's better in a video, but what I see a lot of people do, they'll put an update in the comments, and they'll.
No, I don't bother with that. I don't
yeah,
bother with
they'll
that.
put update.
People are. I think people. I speak for my subscribers alone.
Yeah,
but my viewers and subscribers are intelligent enough to know, obviously, that, you know, I'm not in a cave missing everything while the world goes by. There's obvious reasons why some news is 12 hours or 24 hours later. They're smart enough to work that out, because I've dropped news a year before any mainstream media website has about PS5. Nobody complained then, so I can't see anyone complaining now.
There you go. Let's see what happened. Lot happened this week, so we're gonna go through this. PlayStation Awards 2019. It was actually, in terms of seeing like familiar faces like King Kutaragi, that was awesome. A lot of cool stuff like that was shown.
Didn't you miss the big one?
What about Jim Ryan speaking Japanese?
You missed the big one. Hashtag PlayStation HQ. Did you not see that segment? Amazing. Amazing. My jaw was on the floor. I couldn't believe it.
What did they announce? Gaming. Oh, they made a Guinness World Record, right? They're the best-selling console, home console brand, period, as of right now, with over 450 million hardware sales around the world versus basically combined between the PS1 through 4. So that's their legacy sales, basically 450 million sold worldwide.
Apple looks at that and laughs.
But that's
we do that in a week. 1 week. 1 week.
Yeah, they're laughing at that. So, but no, congrats to them, and the Guinness, and it was cool to see Insomniac Games accept their award there on stage. I thought that was pretty cool, and good grief, that Jim Ryan speaking Japanese. At one point in his
they all speak though.
I was watching him suffering up there. I thought, give that man a Guinness.
Yeah, he needed something. But
it's all part of their jobs, though. They have to know that. That's all part of the job.
No, you got to give him props. You know, he's an old
he's an old guy,
old dog.
Yeah,
and it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. So I give him props that he's learning Japanese in relation to his new role, because he must be able to speak Japanese in that role. It's a given.
Andrew House did it so fluently.
Prerequisite. You must speak Japanese. So at his age, he's well into his 50s, going on 60, maybe even in his 60s. It's the older you get, the harder it is to learn new things or get a grasp on new things. Trust me.
Yeah, Andrew House did it so like ridiculously well. Like it was just like so fluent.
They didn't bring him back.
Yeah,
they didn't bring him back in February for one day. Bring that guy back.
And another thing I thought was interesting too. I don't think was he at the PlayStation Awards. I don't think I saw him there physically. Just like I didn't see Sean Layton there. Andrew House. Was Andrew House there?
No. Never mind Andrew House. Andrew House yesterday. Why wasn't Herman Hulse there, the new Worldwide Studios boss?
Yeah,
he should have been there, but he wasn't there. And why was nobody from Naughty Dog there? Not even the janitor turned up to pick up the award. What is going on?
Something's going on in the scenes. They're probably working heavily on those first party. I'm thinking.
The janitor got time. They could have sent him or her.
Yeah, big conspiracy. Now somebody's going to end up doing a video on it. You know, nobody
It's
showed
like
up.
they didn't take it seriously. Like when I heard that, Naughty Dog couldn't be here. I'm like, wait, Naughty Dog. I rate Naughty Dog. Yeah, they are the naughty gods of PlayStation, but they're not pop stars. What do you mean? What are they doing? Filming a new movie? What are they doing? What are they doing?
It was interesting though. It was interesting because I think Death Stranding was like nominated Game of the Year or something like that at PlayStation Awards. So
maybe I can't remember.
It was some category that it was nominated for at the PlayStation Awards. And
do you know what's really do you know what was really was really misrepresented? I've been drinking. The PlayStation 3. You know, at the awards when they talked about all of the legacy games, the PS3 seemed to be like a bookend, like Shuhei Yoshida in the photo op session, stuck on the left on the end.
Yeah.
It's like this man was Worldwide Studios boss, and you got him on the end like a bookend.
Yeah.
He's like holding the bookshelf together. What's going on?
Yeah,
he was like that piece of bread that's at the end of the thing when you know you gotta. We gotta get some more bread. Yeah.
But Ken Kitaragi's the man. Still looks gangster, boy. After all these PlayStation 3 years, get 2 jobs. That's gangster.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was gangster. So gangster that shit didn't sell well. But yeah, you're right. It was pretty gangster.
It outsold 360.
It did. It did come back.
And Xbox One. And the original OG Xbox.
Yeah, it did.
PS3 has outsold every Xbox system that's ever come out. And it's their worst selling system. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, no, it was.
Oh, look who stopped in. What's up? What's up, Carlos? Good to see you, brother.
Oh, what's going on, Carlos?
Is Carlos in here?
He's in here. Maybe his mic's muted. It's mute. Yeah, it's probably muted. All right,
this Carlos? Where is the drug money, my friend?
Yeah, he's muted. He's got everything muted. All right, well, I'll let him sort that out and whatever he's doing. Let's see here. Man, goddamn, so much shit that happened this week. So, okay, I guess I'll start with this because I actually talked about this too along with Foxy here. Foxy did like 1 video on it. I did 2 because there was more info coming out. However, Sony just came out recently.
Watch a DVD or something.
And
Hold on.
Oh, I heard back up. But I heard 2. Basically, it was a lot of info that came out, and the info basically confirmed that Sony is not coming out with a handheld.
All right, I'm getting
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of handouts are we giving though? That is the question.
Oh, look at this fool. What's up?
Yeah. No, I like it.
Carlos. Where's my money? Where's my money?
Yeah,
Where's your money? Your money not too far from here. You gotta look around the corner.
You have no heart.
Tony Montana say you run away with my money. I want my money back.
Man, we don't do refunds. We do checks and in cash only.
So I'm not looking for a refund. I didn't go to the XO19 in London. No worries.
Oh, that's different. Anyway, I don't know if you heard me, Fox, but we did videos on this whole handheld thing. You did 1, I did 2 because it was info that came out, and I was adding a little bit more to it.
I did 1. I did 5. Fool.
But you did 2.
I did PlayStation Portal videos before you was born.
Oh god, here we go. Anyway, the handheld for the PS5. Sony came out and said that they're not doing handhelds. They're not even going to compete in the handheld market. So they shut down the possibility of Sony even coming out with another Vita or anything of that nature. That
doesn't mean nothing.
However, this is where this title in this podcast comes into play. There was a new patent for a new multifunctional game controller. This new game controller looked pretty interesting. It looked like a legit handheld, and what it did was, if I remember correctly, let me pull up the actual patent. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna put it on screen for everybody to see. 1 second. Let me just take a.
Hi, Dawn.
Dawn be an extra. I'm telling you right now. What y'all do to Dawn?
Did you send her flowers and chocolate like you promised?
I didn't send her flowers and chocolate. The thing is,
shout out to everybody in the chat at this moment. Welcome to the RGT podcast. And let's have some fun.
That's my job. Okay.
Carlos, never my fun. Where is
good to see you, though, Carlos. I know you've been busy working. I mean,
we'll be here for about another 30 minutes because everybody's cutting out early.
You know what?
That's right. We ain't got long, man. Get on with it, man. You ain't got time to be surfing the net. What do you think this is, Netflix?
Yeah, it's Netflix.
Yo, man. Netflix and chill, man. Netflix and chill now. You know how that go.
Where's my yayo?
Listen, man, I already told you, the yayo is not around here, okay? You have to go to the corner.
Elvira.
You have to go to the corner. You have to ask Monchi for the
This is the actual patent for you guys to see on screen.
Another Quello, she fucked me in the morning, man.
Man, forget about the Quello, man. It's all about the quality.
All right.
What about Frank?
Yeah, should be able to see this on the screen. That's the new patent. This is the new multifunctional.
Let me just say this real quick. Let me just say this real quick. Sorry, I have to. Tony, what about Frank? You know, I like
he ain't
Frank,
gonna last.
I like you, but I like you better.
He ain't gonna last. Frank ain't gonna last, sir. Anyway, get back on topic, guys. Get back on topic. Off the topic. Anyway, this is the new multifunctional controller.
Hurry up.
I'm trying to. You won't be quiet. God damn it. This is the new multifunctional controller.
What's yours?
Yeah, I'm like damn nerves Friday. I swear, this man. Anyway, this is the new multifunctional controller. You guys can see the commands that it does on screen. This was actually the new patent for a handheld device. This actually looks like something that would launch your PS5 as a companion.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing that's interesting about it. So that's the whole thing that's going around right now. It's got stuff like watch TV, play game, check email,
Xbox,
listen to music, all that shit. So that's what's going on there. That's what this new handheld thing is about. Let me remove this shit because it's.
But didn't I tell everyone about this? That you'll be able to see the weather. You'll be able to see locations, like geographic things. Like I told everyone about this, like on my podcast, like 8 months ago, about PS5's quality of life features. That you're gonna heart rate. I said all this stuff. You're gonna be able to do fitness. You're gonna be able to talk to friends anywhere. You're gonna be able to do anything, and now it's coming out. Like I said this ages ago. What I didn't know, and I'm being really straight up here because I can't take.
He said, "Is it grease proof?"
I can't take all the. What I didn't know, right, is that they were gonna deliver it in an NES styled controller.
That is fucked up my whole train of thought because he said, "Is it grease proof?" Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Question is, Foxy,
where you want to stick it, don't it?
Question is, Foxy, are we going to be able to play Donkey Kong?
You've already had Thanksgiving. Don't be greedy.
Oh my god, it's very crazy. Anyway, he gonna say it's a grease proof. Come on, man. It's y'all crazy.
Oh, man.
Moving on. So that's the new thing going around with the damn controller. Now, one report that came out, this is from Jason Schreier, or Schreier, whatever you want to pronounce his damn name. I do not like him. I think he's
Schreier like fire.
Schreier like fire. Well, I think he's a prick.
Liar, fire. How it goes?
Well, I think he's a prick. That's my reply.
Don't say that about Jason Schreier, man.
He's
contributed a lot to lying.
I wish he was my friend because that man knows people. He's got real insiders. Like I know two, or I know one person now. I used to know two involved in Sony, but that guy knows a whole bunch of people.
Oh, he knows everybody. I know. Anyway, not a fan of the dude at all. Haven't been, but especially when he started blaming gamers for you know what. But I'm gonna move on from that. It's just an
opinion, though, isn't it? It's just an opinion. You say shit people don't agree with. Should we shoot you and kill you, murder you?
Maybe
you?
People want to do that, but they won't find me.
Well, the night is young.
They gonna find your ass. Strangers in the night.
Man, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, man.
Wandering in the night.
I'm waiting for the zombie. So I'll eat motherfuckers. You know me.
Anyway, he came out with a tweet. He was talking about PlayStation 5 and Xbox 2, which is basically Scarlet. He said both are going to be very similar in specs and very powerful. We know this. Sony's aiming for accessibility or an accessible console, hence why it has no load times. Gee, wowza. Like we didn't know this.
That's a lie.
Gee.
That's a lie.
Sony is going for power, but they're also
going for load times. That's a lie. That's a dirty, fragrant lie.
Well, the PS5 doesn't have load times.
It does have load times.
Everything has load times.
Yeah. It has very much reduced load times.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they may get an indie or something in there that has very little to none, but yeah, it's going to be reduced. And of course, but people will say Sony lied. They said they were
Sony
going to
lied.
eliminate
It's
them,
all about
and,
this,
you
man.
know, yeah. So that's just.
And that's why I'm saying it, because people aren't going to remember Jason, liar, liar, pants on fire said it. They're going to say Sony said it, and Sony did never say we're going to totally eliminate load times. They said they'll be drastically reduced.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and they never said they were going to do 4K native gaming. And
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
they were like, they lied.
Dudes immediately saw the 4K TV. Oh, they're saying 4K 60. Oh, hold them to it. Hold them to it.
They never promised high fidelity.
Yep.
They never promised high fidelity VR, but yet they delivered VR.
Soon when they saw the damn 4K TV. Oh, they're going to do 4K 60. Write the shit down. Write it down. Go on Twitter. Go on Twitter now. Go on Twitter.
Play among the stars.
You're a despicable one, Mr. Grinch.
What the hell are we singing the Grinch for?
It had to be you.
What the hell are you singing the Grinch for? You know
it had to be you.
It's Christmas, man.
Wonderful you.
Bob Humbug. That's why I got City down.
Wonderful.
Only you.
Oh God, ladies and gentlemen, the RGT musical has returned. Anyway, moving on. So, Insomniac, you tweeted this out, but I made a video about this shit too. Insomniac has been teasing the living shit out of Resistance, guys. Every single day it feels like they're making another tweet about Resistance.
Know why.
And the new tweet.
I know why.
The new tweet showed off the auger. Now, if you guys remember the auger from Resistance series, it was the gun that shot through walls, and it also produced a shield where you can hide behind and take out Chimera. Now, they put out another tweet showing off a legit Chimera. It looks exactly the same, as I'm not mistaken. It looked exactly the same as the PS3 version, so it didn't look like no remastered version of it at all, but they're definitely teasing something with the Resistance
They're
franchise.
hinting back compat. It's so obvious. They're telling you you're going to be able to play all games on PS5.
That's a PS3 game. So did they master PS3 games backwards compatibility?
No. It's probably running raw with whatever system level enhancements PS5 can offer. You know, the least you can expect PS5 to do with these PS3 games is eliminate screen tearing and that buffering issue. You know the double buffering it does. You know. Try and maintain a frame rate. But it doesn't, so it drops from 30 straight to 20. Rather than dropping in small increments, it drops by 10. Yeah. You know when they do that? What's it called? Is it Z buffering? Triple buffering? Double buffering? Double buffering? Yeah, sometimes when you're trying to maintain a frame rate, like if you don't use buffering like that, it will drop like 28. 29, 27, 26, 24, 25. But when you do the buffering thing, it drops in 10 fucking frame increments. It goes from 30 to 20 and it locks there until the system overload is fucking freed of its misery. You know what I mean?
I wonder if they would. I mean, it could be. I mean, you might have a point. It might be backwards and pat, or they might. Well, I don't know. I don't even have enough to go off of to make this statement because
No, it is back compat. They're not going to remaster all 3 games.
They don't remaster.
That's a waste of that's a waste of resources.
No remake. Why not remake?
No, I don't believe.
You don't think remake because they did
we'll
Thrash.
Never see a Resistance. I'm not saying we'll never see a Resistance remake because I'm not a clairvoyant. But one thing I can tell you, these tweets are more about a subtle, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Mm-hmm. Remember these games?
Yeah.
They're keeping the games fresh in your mind for some reason. And that reason, in the name of Martin Luther King, I tell you, I see PlayStation 3 games and PS5 walking hand in hand. I have a dream. I'll be playing all these motherfucking games. Legacy. Keep it real.
Oh, God. All right, well, after hearing all this and seeing this, and then obviously Capcom's Resident Evil 3 was leaked on the PlayStation Store. We got the full box art and full reveal of Nemesis. There's a lot to look forward to going into 2020, and obviously we're going to get the full reveal of that at the Game Awards. So definitely It's going to be an interesting show regardless of who wins Game of the Year. 'Cause let's be real here. Nobody gives a damn who wins Game of the Year at that show.
I give a damn. I
Stars.
do. Damn you.
Stars.
Damn you.
You don't give a damn about that.
I mean, I'm not excited about that game at all, but I certainly I'm glad that people are excited about it.
I'll tell you right now, it feels like
Stranding
300. Y'all remember when he's like, I'm going to return just to see it burn?
I want Death Stranding to win, regardless of whether it deserves it or not. I want it to win.
So you want people to throw shit at you? Okay.
I want no. You don't.
Foxy wants to become the new nemesis. That's
he doesn't understand the power of Skeletor. Listen. If Death Stranding wins, it's going to destroy a big portion of the Twitter population, and that gives me great pleasure.
Well, it will definitely do that because they're out there moist as hell over that shit.
I mean the merciless.
You got some pretty still competition though, man. You got Control. You got what else? What else is on that list?
Control, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro,
and one Nintendo exclusive, right?
It was one more, yeah. It's Nintendo. Smash. I think it was Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah. Smash Bros.
I've heard so much shit about Death Stranding from people who haven't played it. I want it to win on that alone. Break hearts, destroy minds, crush molecules, break atoms, destroy electrons, molecular level. The universe wants you, and it will take you, my suckers.
It will cause it's going to cause divorces. I mean, if that game wins Game of the Year, people are going to be so mad.
Testicles will shrink.
Yeah, well, the people complaining don't have them. So the people that they're complaining about it don't have them. To me, it was funny even getting nominated. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty funny that people went off. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. My Game of the Year again, Resident Evil 2. I hope it wins, but if it doesn't, it's not the.
No, I think all of them will win at least in one of their respective nominations. But it's a pretty tight voting for all those games because each one creates a unique experience to each of its audience. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised if something becomes an upset and it really gets people really heated and feeling very shanty about the situation.
Oh yeah.
Carlos, may I give you some advice, young chap?
Yeah, go ahead, chap.
Do not say gaping hole and heated in the same sentence.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
We just got this shit just went scary. And it was at that moment shit went scary, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
It went that scary. It was a night. Cold night.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the
Moving
stars.
on to the next topic. This is involving Spider-Man. According to Greg Miller.
I'm so drunk right now. I apologize, boy. I'm pissed.
I know.
And I'm gonna get behind the wheel.
Y'all need to stay away from Fox when he's drunk. He throws shit at the wall. Hit that like button because Foxy's drunk. Real talk. Hit that like button. Anyway, Spider-Man 2, ladies and gentlemen. We have been, well, not really teased, but it was on Greg Miller's podcast. You already know the guy, Beyond. Greg Miller had a podcast, and he had his dude named Imran Khan as a guest. Imran Khan said he knows so much about Spider-Man 2, the upcoming PlayStation 5 game. It's going to be exclusive to PS5, he said, and I quote, the game, he knows so much about it that he doesn't want to, quote-unquote, spoil it. So the game is indeed coming, but he also said December 2021, it will be the release window for this said game. Now,
well, they will rule the day.
They will rule the day. You know what's fucked up about that statement, Craig? 15 million sales later, and they're still saying that shit. They're gonna rule the
day. I'll tell you the most painful thing I've heard this generation. Nintendo Switch has outsold Xbox One.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, mine is a three-way tie. People telling next gen he had to watch pirate movies to learn how to like Sea of Thieves. Some other people in the Xbox community saying that the fact that Xbox Vault's game studio shows a commitment to me, and I'm so excited. And they gave Xbox the win at E3, and then you will rule the day. To me, that's a three-way tie on stupidity. Hey, we don't have to show you no gameplay. We just have to say we have studios, and now we got Honey, I Shrank the Kids with a 4K Ladybug. Man, get the F out of here.
Well, let's have a short intermission since you said Xbox. Microsoft's Phil Spencer was on Twitter, ladies and gents. He claimed, and I quote, or he commented, and I quote, "I have an Xbox Scarlet with me at home right now, playing it. Awesome experiences, enjoying myself." Now, my thing is this.
Elite controller, right? The Elite
with
Series
my Elite controller Series 2. Mind you, he made sure he threw in 2 in that statement, but he has his Elite Series 2. Now, my thing is this. One thing I noticed about his comment, it definitely puts to rest some of the bullshit I've been hearing. Oh, the specifications aren't finalized. They're finalized, folks. He's got the damn system.
No. You know what? He doesn't necessarily have a console form factor. He might have a PC that
you think he has
built
a dev kit
to the specifications of a final unit, targeted to a final unit. Because I noted he mentioned Project Scarlet. He bought Project Scarlet home. He didn't say Xbox Scarlet. He said Project Scarlet. Like, this thing isn't final. It's not even in its proper case. I don't think he's got a proper.
You think he took a dev kit on?
No, I don't think he's got a final Xbox.
So you think he has a dev kit, like a more powerful?
With the final design and everything that goes with it. I don't think he's got one of them.
You don't think he has one?
No, I think he has something that has the power level of an Xbox Scarlet with the software built into it. I don't think he's got an Xbox Scarlet itself that we would buy off the shelf. Well,
oh no, he doesn't have that.
Some people would buy.
You don't think so? Y'all don't think so at all? Y'all don't think?
But what it does,
man, he ain't got that. He hasn't got that.
But what it does do is all these idiots running around saying, "Well, Xbox's dev kits were behind and all this kind of stuff. This is not,
but that's why he said it. That's exactly why he said it.
Yeah, I agree.
The timing stinks like rotten fish in the market because people have been saying, "Well, what's going on with Xbox? We're hearing all about PS5, all the hype surrounding PS5. PS5 is ruling the next gen narrative. All the buzz surrounds PS5, and then out of the blue."
Bam.
This mother says he took a Scarlet home. I want to know, do her parents know that you took her home? Because Scarlet might be underage.
Well, again, it's to me, it blows. I mean, again, it busts the cheeks of the people who did all those videos.
It busts the cheeks.
And I specifically said, no, the Scarlet dev kit is almost ready. It may be a little bit behind, but you'll hear something.
Listen,
soon.
Man, he's got something that resembles.
Yeah, I agree.
Inner workings of an Xbox Scarlet. He hasn't got a final retail unit because there is no final unit. They're not at that stage. People use your brain. There's 12 months to go. Do you think they constructed and manufactured an Xbox Scarlet?
But he's Daddy Phil.
In the same way
that
they would for retail, just for Phil Spencer. No, he's got a crude looking thing that plays like an Xbox Scarlet.
You don't say no to Daddy Phil, sir.
It might be a bigger box than a console, but it's certainly not Scarlet.
Yeah, but again, the main thing is that he has one. I mean, the point is he has.
I've got one. Everyone's got one. Then, if you want to say that, I've got an Xbox Scarlet. My Ryzen fucking Navi AMD PC is Scarlet. Then, if that's how simple we want to make it, just give me the software that you've got so I can download it onto my PC. And now I have a Scarlet.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, I'm not saying it's a form factor. It's just he has a dev kit there. But good for him. Good for him.
We've all got a dev kit then. Anyone with a powerful PC's got a Scarlet.
There you go. There you go. He's speaking my talk now. You see? Give him another shot.
Mine lights up. Does yours, Phil?
That's fucked up because it's so true though. Okay, so there's a rumor going around that not all first-party PS5 games, not all first-party PS5 launch games will be cross-gen with PS4.
It's ridiculous.
Which, again, I saw it. I'm just like, okay.
No, it's ridiculous. Obviously.
I don't even fucking believe it, but okay.
Obviously. What? Say that again. What don't you believe?
I don't even believe, like, how, like he said, first of all, excuse me. It's so blunt. It's saying as if all PS5 games are not going to be cross-gen. You see what I'm saying? The way it's so blunt.
Say that again. You cut out. Say that again.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, say it.
It's
say it. Not
so
as if all
blunt.
what?
The statement is so blunt. It says first-party PS5 launch games won't be cross-gen. As if it's talking
it's a
about
rumor.
all
Bit
games.
you seem to cut out right at the bit that I don't hear. All right, listen. Am I right in thinking that? Am I right in thinking you're saying that PS5 will not have cross-gen games with PS4?
No, it's no. Do you hear what I just read?
No, you cut out twice.
Okay. So where did I cut out at? What did I cut out at? I'm sorry.
Just so that I hear a bit and it cuts out, and I say repeat it, and then the same thing happens again. It cuts right at the bit that I never get to hear.
No, God.
Go on, say it again. Say it again.
Okay, so once again, the rumor: first-party PS5 launch games won't be cross-gen. Can you hear me? Can you hear that?
But that's exactly what I just said, though. I just said, I must be going mad. I just said that not every PS5 game will be a cross-gen PS4 title. In other words, it will have exclusives, right? And you're saying that in a different way.
No. That's from the article here. What I was saying in the article is that it was very blunt the way it said it, as if like it's not going to have first part. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to have cross-gen. That's what I was saying. And then you said you couldn't hear me.
Well, it will have cross-gen games.
Yeah, I'm saying that it was saying like it didn't.
Exclusive games that you can't play on PS. This is old news. Like this is why when I saw the tweet today, like it's saying, "Oh, not all PS5 games will be cross-gen PS4 titles."
Yeah.
How is this fucking news?
Exactly.
I mean, it's like saying, I'm sorry, I tweeted this out as well. That's like an insider, fucking one of these so-called quote-unquote insiders saying, yeah, PS5, when you get it, it's going to run off electricity and you're going to have to pay the bill. Breaking news. Fucking hell, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, again, it was just a rumor. So that's what I was like, oh, well, yeah, this is kind of dumb. People have known that they're going to, I mean, they can't sell them. To entice people to buy that product, they're going to launch stuff that's only available on there. That's.
Yeah, but you'd have to be a dumb schmuck to need a headline like that to tell you that Sony's going to have exclusive PS5 games. I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, it's just when I saw it today, I just felt like this is just for views and hits,
exactly,
and traffic, because that's like saying, oh, PS5 is going to be able to have discs and it's going to work off electricity, and guess what? It has microchips inside, and the outer shell is made of plastic.
What is
fucking
this
hell?
shit?
Breaking news, people!
It's like, what is this shit? I don't understand it. This shit we all piece together ourselves. In other words, Game Nerd has a point. Water is wet. There you go. That's basically
and he's 100% correct.
Water is wet.
I love it.
I don't understand the shit.
But didn't I say in my videos time and time again that there will be hangovers from the last gen that will be enhanced, but PS5 will have its own exclusives?
Yeah, we know this.
Yeah. So why is it a big surprise? I mean, obviously everyone hasn't watched my channel, but when I see these things, because I see it into existence, and my channel is tiny, but in my mind, because I've spoken it into existence, when I then read several months later, someone is confirming PS5 will have exclusives, it makes me cringe. I'm like, that's not even a headline. That's like the sky's blue, people.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. And speaking of the sky's blue type of statements, we're back to square one, it feels like, with this type of talking I'm going to bring up right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Lockhart is resurrected. We're now talking about Lockhart yet again. Here is the input on Lockhart. It's going to be clocked at 4 teraflops. They stated the Xbox Scarlet, aka Anaconda, will be targeting 10. This bad boy is going to be focusing on 1440p resolution. Odds are they're probably going to be targeting 60 as well. So 1440p 60, which I think it's a good trade-off if you think about it. But at the same time, it's going to use the same internals as Xbox Anaconda. And that's what they're doing with Lockhart. It's going to be a cheaper option. But here is the surprise spin, people. I said this back when they launched the SAD edition Xbox One. I said they're grooming you to launch a discless Xbox Scarlet. And that's exactly what Lockhart is. It's going to be discless.
Well, what I like, is 4 T flops enough to do 1440p?
It's running off the new it's going to run off the same tech as the Ryzen tech that's going to be in PS5 and Anaconda. So I would reckon, yeah, it should be fine. But 4 teraflops.
Well, it's basically RDNA, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah, it's RDNA. So
it's not the same as the GNC, right? So you can't compare you can't compare 4 T-flops in Lockhart to 4 T-flops in Pro.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
It's going to be even more powerful, believe it or not.
Yeah.
From a raw CPU perspective, it's going to be more powerful than the Xbox One X.
Yeah, dudes are saying that it's less powerful.
The way T-flops are being
measured
next. Yeah, good. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
I got you.
I had brain freeze there, or vodka freeze, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like I said, I didn't know if that was going to be because I saw Big Cloud's video and I wanted to ask him, hey, it's 4, but yeah, if it's going to be based on that, then yeah, that's what I like about what Lisa Su has come out and said is that they don't have to have as much going in and it's still getting outstanding output with this tech. So you don't have to have 13 T-flops. You can have, 11 or 8.9 to get that type of performance. So that's good to know. And again, if they're going to target 1440p with HDR and 60 FPS, and they make it, I don't know, like 349 or 299 or something like that, they're going to sell a lot of
299. It'll be like 349. Ice Cream Gaming, Dawn. We did say hello. Well, I said hello.
I did. We all said it.
You said Foxy Ryan didn't say hello to me. I said hello, but Ryan didn't send you chocolates and flowers, so he's a complete bastard.
Oh God, here we go.
So yeah, no, but I like that idea. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's something that I will put on the radar if it's true. If it's true. So
I believe it. Because Microsoft want to have they seem to like having the weakest hardware and powerful hardware in the same.
Yeah, they got a hardware for every fucking situation. It seems
they got Xbox One S, which is weak as fuck. There are worms in my garden stronger than Xbox One S, but they got Xbox One X, which is the most powerful one. So they're comfortable with having the weakest and the strongest. But will that be the case next gen? Because Lockhart will be the weakest, but we don't know. We don't know for sure if PS5 is going to have the edge over a Scarlet in raw power, because if Scarlet's 10 T-flops, remember I said 11.6 T-flops ages ago, remember?
Mm-hmm. Because we all, you said it because Google Stadia had 10.
PS5 comes out with a theoretical performance boost of 11.6 T-flops, like I put in videos way back. Then it's going to have the edge over Scarlet, but 1 T, as we've seen, like with PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. I mean, 1 T-flop's not going to make a whole lot of difference, to be honest.
Yeah,
you think it would. When you start from a base level, like a system with 1 T-flops with a system that isn't a 1 T-flop, then you see the big difference. But once you start getting into chunks of T-flops, several T-flops, the differences become even harder to spot, because you can tell, because look at PS4 Pro with 4.2 T-flops and look at Xbox One X with 6 T-flops, and all you're getting from Xbox One X is closer to 4K, but no better looking graphics.
Yeah.
Well, but what about the fact that the Xbox may have a Threadripper?
And he did say that game there. He said no one will be left behind. So it's like, I don't know.
They got the Hovis method. That's a slice of bread for everyone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only British people will get that joke.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, again, but as far as that Lockhart, I'm definitely interested in that. So I'll definitely keep that, because 1440p is where you should be gaming, folks. Not 4K or fake 4K. 1440p.
Ryan, Ice Queen Gaming says, Foxy, thanks for telling Ryan off.
What was this?
So I'll just say it again. Why didn't you send her chocolates and flowers, you bastard?
Oh God, here we go. I could have sworn I sent them and she rejected. I could have sworn she rejected them, but okay, it's my fault.
She didn't reject them. You didn't send them. You should have hit the send button on the delivery section, but you didn't, because they asked for your credit card. You didn't trust them.
Here we go. Anyway, I think Sony announced PS5 pre-orders now. You can pre-order. something like that. You can
No,
sign
not
up.
Sony. Not Sony. Sony didn't announce that.
Was it Sony announced it? Who announced it?
Retailers, major retailers are independently doing it.
Yeah, okay. So you can now pre-order for your PS5 if you're going to get the day one edition, or should I say early adopters, right? That's the proper word, early adopters. If you're going to be an early adopters, you can now pre-order, get your day one PS5, whatever the price is going to be. Obviously, it's going to be in the $500, $400 price range. So, get those pennies saved, all that.
Or get a second job.
Or a third job, or be a slave and pretend you're not like.
There you go. Pretend you're not a human.
Sell a couple of extra little kilos on the side, and then you make a little bit of money. Okay.
Well, that is true.
Did y'all see this garbage? I don't even want to say it's garbage because somebody might like it, but did y'all see that Project Resistance thing for Resident Evil?
No.
I
haven't gotten over that thing saying stars.
Okay. Well, good for you that you did not see it. That's just my personal opinion, but they're talking about that could be tied in or packed in.
I love that super chat.
What did he say? I don't know.
Some cash for flowers.
Shout out to Chris B. He said, $5 super chat. Here's some cash for some flowers. I love it.
But what about the chocolates? Hey, she might not be watching her calories. Get her chocolate. If you can't get her chocolates, get her Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
you trying to get slapped?
If she doesn't like CMDs, then you can get her State of Decay too.
You trying to get slapped? He said Sea of Thieves. Come on, man.
State of Decay is straight trash. I mean, it's dog shit. Anyway, could move on.
In fact, all of the family members.
Apparently, people love it. This game of the year, worthy. I don't know.
It's Christmas, and because I've got this wonderful Christmas spirit about me, all of the family members that I loathe, I'm all giving them Xbox Game Pass subscriptions.
Oh, I want one.
You're horrible.
Mine runs out. I need one for Friday. Mine runs out Friday the 13th, and I got to still play Gears 5.
I'm afraid I don't hate you. So you
okay. Well, damn it. Hate me for 1 minute.
Hate me for 1 minute.
It will take me longer. It'll take me longer than a minute to go onto the.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
You've lost again, Craig Harris.
I know. I can't win. I didn't even get the CORP Slave Awards again. What do I need to do? I can't win.
Take the L.
Yeah, I need to take the L. Okay.
Shit, man. You got to say something outlandish. Something that make you look super corporate slavery worthy.
Well, I can't get into nothing. Can't win nothing. Can't win the corporate slave. Can't get Game Pass.
But you already won, man. You got a nice build PC. You got some.
Yeah, I did. That's true. You're right. I gotta appreciate what I have. You're right. You're right. You're right. 'Tis the season to appreciate.
I got 4 minutes. Get on with it, for fuck's sake.
What are we up to now? We should have 1 more minute. I gotta run down here and get my food for the game.
Oh, okay. Well, we're getting to that end point of the show, but we're getting there. Got 8 minutes left.
Oh my god, I'm gonna crash my car later.
We got 8 minutes left. So, what was my other topic? Oh yeah, there was a new patent showing off PlayStation VR. It was called It was a new telepresence system for PlayStation. Basically, the actual VR headset will track your head movement, but also it was like, if I'm not mistaken, it was.
Sorry, Ryan. Can we talk about the PlayStation 5 mid-gen?
Oh, you want to do that, sir? You don't want to talk about? So that I can
go and then you look and talk about the PlayStation.
You can't go nowhere. You're a slave. You belong to us today, not.
No, you're mistaken. My name is not Kanye West.
Oh God! All right, let's get into this mid-gen refresh. PS5 mid-gen refresh, ladies and gents. Now, ironically, the last time I talked about PS5 mid-gen refresh was during my God of War video, which, shout out to you guys, did a crazy amount of traction. But in that video, they talked about PlayStation 5 mid-gen refresh. Now, obviously, they're saying that PS4 is not the last console to have this. Sony will indeed have one, and more than likely, it's probably going to roll. I don't even know when they said. Hold on, let me see. What did they say? It was going to roll out. I don't think they gave a date on when this was going to roll out, but they did say it was going to come with a.
It'll be like 3 years after.
Probably like 3 years. Yeah.
Exactly 3 years.
Yeah. In the past, the cycle for new conference on the 17 years. So yeah, that was going on for this.
But people are saying, "Oh, now I know this. I'm gonna wait." I don't think so. When you see those PS5 only games,
you
are not going. If you are really calling yourself a gamer out in these Twitter streets, on these YouTube streets, there's no way you can wait 3 more years in your very short human life cycle on Earth for a PS5 Pro. I doubt that very much.
One thing about mid-gen refreshes, though, we can definitely say they did little to nothing for this gen in terms of prolonging it. I don't think they prolonged anything. It just felt like it's still traditionally just ended.
Well, they kind of did. Because it came out like
maybe a year. If you want to throw a year into it.
No, it came out. Look, consoles used to be 5-year lifespans, right?
And
if your Xbox, they're like 3 or 4 years.
6?
But
I thought it was
normally
6.
5-year lifespans, right? No, it's 5. It's normally been 5. Between Sega and the next Sega, the Nintendo, the next Nintendo. Back in the day, it was 5 years. Most people knew that, right? And then because of the recession, PS3 stretched it to like 7, 8. And then Sony and Microsoft must have thought, well, people have the tolerance level for this. So we'll continue to make it 7. And if you look, it came out in 2013 and PlayStation 5 comes out in 2020. That's 7 years.
Yep.
How long do you want a console generation to last? How long do you think you got left to experience this wonderfulness? You're going to die soon. Be happy it's coming when it comes.
Oh, God. Next gen.
That just means it's going to be
nobody lives forever.
Yeah. One thing about the whole console...
10 years, you want 10-year lifespans? That means most people will never play 10 consoles.
Yeah. One thing I will say, too, just when you think you've seen it all in terms of the visual representation, there's like always a studio that just blows you away with something. Like we saw that with Hideo Kojima with Death Stranding. Ghost of Tsushima, you guys are looking at on the actual screen here, running at 1080p, obviously. That looks insane. So it's like every time we get close to something, we just get something better, and I don't know.
It does. But listen, you got a wonderful style of presentation, but I've got to go. I'm late. And, there's no the Game Mechanics podcast on Sunday, tough cookies. But the following Sunday, there will be one, but I'm off. I'm in Ireland as well until Monday. So goodbye, everybody. Have a great time. I know I will be. Bye.
Have a good one, bro.
Deuces.
Play games, not corporations.
Later, brother.
Peace.
That's Foxy Games UK, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, man. I think that is all my topics. I don't have much else because we covered pretty much everything. Maybe I should have anything else you want to throw into the mix?
No.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I do have one. This is going to take up the last minutes. Horizon Zero Dawn and the drama surrounding this game possibly going to PC. I know y'all saw it on Twitter, right?
They'll announce that Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Listen, I didn't think I would see dudes I saw dudes having heart attacks over this. I wasn't expecting that. I was not ready for that. Dudes like, yo, I'm not gonna game no more. I won't support a PlayStation if they go. Oh, I'll tell you. Listen, I'm not gonna mention names.
Oh, just send it to me.
My
reply is gonna be. So whatever you say, I'm gonna put hashtag more. Yeah. But I answer this. I know we're about to go.
Yeah.
The guys that I read that article, it literally said this is from the person that predicted that Kojima's game was going to go.
It's like we all knew
Kojima's game was always going to go.
Exactly. We all knew.
16. Yeah. So I don't understand this. It's just I mean, I don't get it. That's why I always say it's not official until Sony announces it. I went to the Guerrilla Games site. All it says is that they're hiring, from the people. But I guess they're going to announce this on Tuesday as well. Maybe that's why they upgraded everything.
Shout out to Jack, man. Shout out to homie Jack Move Johnny. But man, Jack, that's my homie. But man, he was letting it out. I'm like, bro, it's fine. It's not that big.
Stop gaming because it's not on my favorite platform. Put a sock in it,
bro.
Well, it still is.
I don't know. What's going on?
I don't see it. That game will go to PC via PS Now at 720p 30 before it goes. The whole thing with Kojima, and I don't know why people don't get it. Well, they're moist. I get it now. Is Sony does not own Kojima Studio. So Kojima wanted that game on PC. Sony didn't even publish it to PC. It's going to be 505 or something like that. That's going to be that published. So they're stupid. I don't get this.
I understand. In all honesty, right? To be fair to Jack and everybody who's actually concerned about it, I can understand where they're coming from, right? Because y'all see what Microsoft's done with Game Pass. Games don't feel as like impactful, right? With the Xbox, because the whole Game Pass thing. Granted, it's a good deal, and nobody's going to deny that it's a good deal as you get all these games. They just don't feel as like impactful, as big as I was hoping for back in the day. Like, they don't feel as important. It's like, oh yeah, they're $1. Play them.
They're not. They're not.
Look at the perspective of everything that's going on. Right. Let's just analyze the situation. Right. If you look at the majority of gamers, everything is all digital downloads. Right. Mm-hmm. Physical purchasing is not as abundant as it was before. Mm-hmm. Even though it still adds to that luster where you really want to own the actual physical copy. The reasons why Game Pass is still, a thing is because of that. There are a lot of people that just like downloading stuff instead of just wasting time going to a store. That's the whole purpose behind Game Pass. That is going to subside and, make physical purchasing obsolete. No, it won't. Because you still have a lot of those people that will go to the store and buy their games. This is just an alternative to those who don't have the time to go and purchase the game physically.
Yeah. Shout out to Lobo. He said, PS fanboys no different than Xbox. That is true. They're bad on both sides.
They both bad on both sides.
But Gaming Data put up a good point too. He said, hang on, isn't every PS1 and 2, pretty much every PS1 and 2 classic, is on emulators? And that is true. That is true.
I mean, it is.
That is true. So it's like it's already quote unquote happened. It's already happened. But I get where everybody's afraid of. I don't have no fear. I don't think anybody in the chat should have any fear. I think should be fine. We'll see as we get closer. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to jump head first into speculation to that type of shit, because I know how I feel about streaming. My mind is not going to change on streaming. I know a lot of you who are positive on it, telling me to give it a shot. I don't really care to give that a shot as much.
But Ryan, let me ask you a question though. What is the quintessential part that programs a game?
Hold on, let me fit this up. What's up now? What's the quintessential part? This programs a game. Developer.
The developer, and what else, and what is the hardware that is utilized to program those games?
The system.
A PC, right? A PC. It's like, people really got to understand. Without a PC, you will not have these games in your consoles. Everything is ported onto the consoles via a coding. So it's nothing bad. Like, stop acting like if your morality of not owning the game is gonna go away. No, you could still buy, even to this day, you could still buy old hardware on eBay and still enjoy it. Like, come on.
They haven't gone away, and that's not going anywhere. But again, I understand what everybody's afraid of, so I just want everybody to calm down. I don't want nobody to expect doom and gloom just yet. Just chill.
No. We're far away from it.
Yeah, we're far from it now. But but I will say, this is what I will say to everybody watching, to the 140 watching. Be more observant. Just be observant. That's all I gotta really say.
And speak with your pockets. That's the best thing you can do.
Speak with your pockets. Be observant for sure. Trey BK, he said, Ryan and Craig, we're the community game nights you guys need to do. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I know Craig be playing other games, but here's the thing. I created a Twitch channel. Twitch channel's in the description below. You can follow me on Twitch. I will definitely be streaming some games on there for sure. I'm looking forward to that with y'all. I'm going to be buying the camera and all that too to set up, but for now, I'm just going to be on there chilling with y'all, playing some games. So if y'all do want to follow me on Twitch, it's in the description below. It's twitch.tv/bit_cloud gaming. Link in the description below. But I must say, man, this was definitely another good show. I just want to say shout out to everybody in the chat. We went all over the place, but we definitely got through every topic, which I'm shocked by. So this was definitely fun. Nice little hour to get you guys by. Strictly Gaming News. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hit that like button if you did. Shout out to the 140 that joined us. Well, we had over 140, but we appreciate y'all. Every Friday, it's my favorite day of the week, so I do love talking game with you guys live, as well as Craig and Carlos and, of course, Foxy. But we're definitely going to do our outros, and we're going to shut it down, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to let Carlos have the floor. What's up, brother? Good to see you again.
I know I was missed a little bit. Don't worry. I wasn't far. It's just a grown man got to handle grown man business at times. But gamer by choice, not by trend. Check me out on Twitter at just me and my girls 4. And hey, thank you all for coming by, and join us next time for another episode of the RGT.
All right. The Messiah.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me. Yeah, it had to be a short show tonight, guys. I'm watching the college Pac-10 championships tonight at 8 o'clock. So I got to go get some food and get ready to go. But yeah, guys, Trey BK's right. Yeah, we're going to start doing some community gaming, especially with the community. And but yeah, let's look forward. I'll be streaming probably.
I made one for RGT too. If you want the link to that, my brother.
Yeah, send it to me.
I got you. I'll give you all the info to that if you want to use that one. But I made two. Actually, I made 2 Twitch channels. See, I'm an idiot. I made 2 Twitch channels. I made one for RGT where Craig here can have access to. I know Pablo wanted to stream, so I have Pablo on there if he wants to join on there. Craig, or obviously Carlos. Pretty much anybody on the panel can jump on there. So if they wanted there, but I'll definitely shoot that to him if he wants that for sure. But yeah, definitely. But yeah, YouTube's definitely in the fritz for a lot of people. Me personally, yeah, I know we ain't going nowhere, but we definitely got to be a little bit more careful, I guess you can say. So, you know how that is. Shout
play
out to
your
Trey.
games on a terrorist wing.
Facts. Shout out to Trey BK, $5 super chat. He said, started at Craig Podcast, ending it here. I'm looking for a JP logo.
JP, where you at, man? Where you at, JP?
I didn't see JP logo in the chat, did I? No, I don't think he was in the chat.
But it's like his time. He's in Australia, so I don't know. It's like I don't know what time it is down there. So
yeah, shout out to JP Loco. That's a true supporter right there, always in the chat.
Yeah,
shout out to everybody who's always here in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Without y'all, the show's nothing. And every week is always a blessing to see everybody here. Hope y'all have an awesome week or weekend, and I will see you guys first thing Monday here on the channel. Without further ado, this is Big Cloud Gaming. That's another episode of RGT in the books, and I will most certainly see you guys on the next one. For those of you interested in timestamps, that always be hitting me up. Don't worry, Lobo will have those updated for you after the show is done airing. But without further ado, that is it. Y'all be blessed. Again, be easy. Hit that like button again if you enjoyed, and we will see you guys next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You guys be good. All right? Later.